are responsible for purchasing most of the materials, so making decisions about the collections. And there are 14 of us within the team, but we've also got a similarly sized team looking after information resources, and then again a similarly sized team again looking after library support, so working on the help desk, dealing with inquiries. So we're separated out into a number of different teams. We work very closely together, but we are separated out. But I will find the answer to that and I'll pass it back to. Can you try and remind me of that, Andrew? That's your job to remember. Number of staff in the library. Okay. So yeah, we're up on the top floor at the moment. I mean, this is a lovely space to work because you've got the big high ceiling. You can just get an idea. The floor above this is where the staff are located. So that's not a full floor, so you can look down all the way down the building from the staff floor up at the top. What we've tried to do is to, as I said downstairs, create as much flexible space as possible. Now up here, it's fairly standard desks with PCs. There's across the two libraries, there's about I think about 1,000 study spaces that are equipped with a PC. There's about 2,500 study spaces overall, and we have nearly 200 laptops across the two sites that students can borrow. Some that they can take out and some that they can use within the building. So a lot of the desks that don't have a computer on them are enabled, so there's power, and the students can bring their own laptop or borrow a laptop and use it at the desk. As we go down the building, I'll show you, we've set up some areas where students can work if they're working together with another student or in a small group. We have some big group spaces, big tables and booths for group study, but we also have what we call working alongside desks. So you might have two students working on something together, so there'll be a PC and then space to spread their things out, or space to put a laptop. And we also have some spaces where students can move the furniture around and create the space that they need. And I'll show you those as we go around. As we were coming up the stairs, somebody mentioned to me about was asking me about the 24-hour opening, and I've neglected to mention that as we came in. But this building is open all the time; it never closes. In the last couple of years, we've had 24-hour opening for a number of years now. But in the last, I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years ago, the decision was taken not to close at all. We were closing on Saturday nights because we found it wasn't particularly popular on a Saturday night. But once we extended that, it was easier not to close at all. So we're open Christmas Day, Boxing Day. We have security staff. The staff who you will see, like me and other colleagues around the building, we generally don't work any later than about 7 o'clock in the evening. But we have security staff who work overnight and who work the public holidays. And we're very lucky that we have a small group of staff who work for our security provider who work in here regularly, so they know the way that we work. A lot of them know the students very well. Alan, who was on the desk as you came in, I've been chatting to him sometimes, and students have brought him sweets and things. Ones who are in overnight, they know the security staff very well, and the security staff can deal with things like the printed paper getting jammed and filling up the printers, and just basic inquiries that will come throughout the 24 hours. We do also have a reciprocal enquiry service that we subscribe to, which enables students to make inquiries during the night that are picked up by librarians in the United States, and then it's something that enables students to get answers to questions. We do have an email box where students can send a query, and that's picked up the following morning. But if it's something urgent, there are other options for them to chat during the night.
One question. This library is connected with another libraries outside the university, public libraries and another.
Yeah, we don't have formal connections with the public libraries. What we do have is we are part of a consortium across the UK where we enable each other's students to use other libraries. Increasingly, our students are not always based within Sheffield. Even students who are full-time often travel perhaps from Leeds or from Nottingham, and part-time students often live as far away as the south of England or in Scotland. So we do have a service where they can access their local university library and just borrow a small number of materials and can access our resources from other locations. So it's I would say that academic libraries, university libraries, work together supporting students, but we don't have the same kind of local links. I think that's something that's probably changed in the last few years. I think if we were going back maybe 20 years, we had more links locally, with the local public libraries than we do now. I'd just like to show you, while we're up here, we just go round the corner